everyone, my name's Anne Marie. Welcome to this card making project. This project is a viewer's request. Quite a while ago I used the Tri-Fold Embossing Folder to make a little card, and I was asked to make a really simple version. Something for beginners and something that everybody can make really quick. So what I thought was, I'll just do you a quickie to show you a different way to use the folders in a very simple and easy way and give you a few pointers. So I'm going to start off to show you everything that I'm going to use rather than just put it in the list at the bottom, which I'll still do anyway. I'm going to be using a sticker from the Rose collection from Anna Griffin, and I'm going to use the thank you sticker that's on the sheet. I'm also going to be using one embellishment, again from the Rose Designer collection from Anna Griffin, and this is, I would call it a pentagon, but it's a side pentagon because it's got a sentiment in. I'm going to be using a blue satin bow, 15mm. It's the same width that I normally use on the wider ribbon, and it's a double-sided satin. And then the folder that I'm going to be using is the Tri-Fold Roses folder. So what I've done is, I want to just start off by showing you the difference in something. This is the Perfect Palette Peach card that I've used to emboss the folder for the first line. Now, I wanted to show you the difference between a plain cardstock and a metallic cardstock, and the double-sided and the single side. Now, this has come out brilliant, it looks great, but it's plain on the other side. Now, this cardstock will sand so perfectly to get a vintage aged effect. You'd be able to sand it down because it's got an ivory core. You'd see that through the sanding, like we did on the previous video. We'd sanded that one. However, if you're going to fold it any particular way apart from just the general tri-fold, you'll see that the back is the ivory, which sometimes it doesn't matter, or sometimes you want it to be all the same. However, it does emboss nicely. I just wanted to make you aware, if you're using the Perfect Palette, it's got the ivory back to it. So what I've done is I've used the metallic cardstock from Anna, and I've used it in, it's the silver blue. I'm not too sure on the actual name of it. I've taken it through the embossing folder, through my machine, and it's given me a perfect emboss, front and back. And so you can see it's the same colour on the back as it is the front. Now, if you sand this, you're not going to get a difference in colour. So you can sand it and still ink it, but you're not going to get so much of a difference as to using the Perfect Palette. So once you've actually embossed it, this is what you get. Now, if you're a beginner and you're not looking to do anything fancy, like we're not going to do in this one, we can fold it one of a couple of ways. Now, the way I am going to fold it is I'm going to use this section as my front. So I'm going to fold it back like that, and then I'm going to turn it over and fold the back in, and that gives me the tri-fold. Now, I can use my bone folder to make a good sharp score along that edge. It isn't going to affect the embossing because it's not enough weight behind the bone folder to squash it, so don't worry about that. But do use your bone folder to give you a nice sharp edge, because it does make it look more professional. So that's the start base of our card. Now, if we'd have wanted, we could use it folded this way to make a stand-up card and put a stopper on the bottom. We could fold it into each other to make a little gift wallet or a folded card outward, but I'm going to use it this way. So I'm starting off with the sorry, I'm getting myself muddled up there. So I'm starting off with the blank base. I'm going to do the outside first. very, very simple. All we're going to do is add a sticker, and we're going to place it there, just between the two roses. And that's the sticker that's crooked, not my sticking on. So what you can do, if you find you ever get that, you can just slightly trim it. Don't be afraid to alter if you've got something that's not quite right for you. Don't be afraid to just tweak it. So I'll put that back on and position it roughly about there between the two roses. And then I've got the blue bow, and now you'll notice that I think this is one of my things, something I tend to do. I didn't realise I did. I have one tail slightly longer than the other, and I normally put a fish tail on the end just to stop it fraying, because some people run a lighter across it depending on the actual ribbon, but I tend to put a little fish tail in just to help it stop going all funny and fraying and the thread running. So I'm going to pop the bow at the top of the sticker. So that in actual fact is the outside of our card done. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, the two things that you would have needed for this was the embossing folders. I'm going to say three things, I'm sorry, I'm going to correct myself. Embossing folder, the rose collection for the stickers, and then the cardstock, the metallic layers. And then obviously if you've got some ribbon to match. So in theory it could be four things, but three main things. So that's for the outside. Now you would be able to use the embossing folders with any of the stickers that you have got, with any of embellishments that you've already got. So don't be thinking that you have to run out and buy some of the Anna Griffin collections to use them, because you don't. They will work on basil cardstock, and they work on many others, and if you use them with the white core, then you'll be able to sand them and get different effects. But for beginners, with your stickers and your ribbon, and then for the inside where you would write your message, we've got the pentagon that we've taken from the rose collection, and I've put double-sided tape on the back of it, and I'm just literally going to position it between the two sections of embossing on the back, so there's still room for you to write a message. And that is a very simple and effective card using the Tri-Fold Embossing Folders, and I really hope it's helped with the viewer's request that I was given to use them in a nice simple manner without lots of florals and lots of different layers adding on to them. So I hope that's helped. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and hopefully it's given you an insight how to use the Tri-Fold Embossing Folders. Give me the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. If you've got anything to say, please feel free. Find me on Facebook, friend me, because I love hearing from you. I like seeing your pictures as well of what you've done. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.